Alrighty traders, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and welcome to the morning coffee session, which is actually in the afternoon here on Monday morning. Do apologize, we didn't have our morning session this morning, but I had an outage, and so when I came back online, I was too far in the morning that I had other things planned, so I had to go ahead and reschedule it and find some time to go ahead and do this session in the afternoon. So hope everyone had a great weekend, and really appreciate everyone being here. Once again, our sessions are going to be in the morning. This was just one of those times there where I had to go ahead and reschedule the session for today. So what's going on, right? What can we look forward to this week? Well, we certainly have the non-farm payroll coming out. We all know what the number is going to be on the non-farm payroll. I know it's not a laughing matter, but it is certainly going to be a very terrible number. And I believe that number's already been priced into the market. So I'm not expecting a lot of movement out of the non-farm payroll coming out on Friday. Leading up to that, maybe we're going to see some further bearishness in the dollar itself. In fact, if you look at the technicals for the dollar index does look bearish. Maybe a little bit of correction over the next couple of days, but then as we head into the week, we're certainly going to see continued weakness in the dollar. We'll take a look at the technicals, but let's jump into the actual setups this week. Let's take a look and see what setups we have, what is trading, what is tradable this week, and also take a look at our recovery period. Actually, we're doing pretty good. Granted that we had that 2 weeks ago, or close to 3 weeks ago now, we had that very bad break with the market, with the Tokyo market crashing and taking all the commodity currency pairs down south with it, and it created a lot of big losses that we took. But we also went ahead and recovered big on those losses as well. We stick to our game plan, we stick to our trading strategy, and we are coming on top again. Pretty much a reset button, right? Everything that happened this month is pretty much been reset, and I'm going to go into those details as well when we go ahead and take a look at the charting. So let's go ahead and get started this afternoon and take a look and see what's going on right here. Doug, good morning to you, or good afternoon at least. We've got William in the house. Good morning, Rashay or Rashad. Good day to you, my friend. He says, "What's up? What's up?" All right, so we're going to go ahead and take a look and see what is going on here on the charts and how can we take advantage of the movement that we currently have. Now, going to go ahead and move my screen around a little bit here, and let's go ahead and take a look at firstly the weekly setups for this week. Let's go ahead and that's the first thing we have to really go ahead and take a look at, right? We have to go ahead and make sure that the setups that we are setting up for this week are ready to go. So if I go to the Aussie CAD right here, let's start off with the top and work our way through this, and here we go. So Aussie CAD, we've got an unhit target over here. I'm going to go ahead and call that. Price is not quite ready to go ahead and pick us up on this trade, but we are seeing a bit of correction needed. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look and see our EA running on the Aussie CAD. Do we have anything on the Aussie CAD right now? I actually closed out a buy position. I had one trade set up right here. I've got a few positions in that aren't really calling a good position. Yeah, let me see here. Yeah, so Aussie CAD, I did have a position I closed out with a bit of profit on this one right here. We've actually closed out this week on a couple of positions. We got to see here Aussie CAD. We closed out Aussie CAD on 3 positions there. Took some money off the table there, and we're going to continue to monitor the market. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at. So the setup right here would be looking for a sell-off right here. So we just recently gone ahead and hit this target right here. That's the target that we were chasing after for a while. And despite of that big bearish move to the downside, we've managed to crawl back and make some profit on that trade. So we've gone ahead and closed out with some profit on that trade. Now let's go ahead and take a look at a couple more setups right here. And as I go through this, let me just take a look here and see here. What else do we have going on? So I'm just busy grabbing a few things here on my end here. And let's see here. We've got... All right, let's see here. Give me 1 second here. All right, let's go ahead and post that. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at this document. I'm going to go ahead and update this document. I moved to the Aussie CAD first, but that's of course not the list of pairs that I'm going to focus on right here. It's this pair right here, this list right here. Okay, cool, there. So Aussie CAD is one of our part of our list here. So let me just go mark it off right here. So this is a hit target. Unhit target. Looking for overbought condition, and we're looking to go ahead and sell. So we're looking for a bearish alert on that. So that's something there that may occur this week. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Euro Aussie. And here is the Euro Aussie. Euro Aussie is looking for a bullish move to the upside. We're not there yet, so let's go ahead and call this unhit target. Looking for an oversold condition. Want to buy to the upside. And that has not taken place as of right now yet. Alright, so we've got definitely an unhit target right here. I can go ahead and just increase that. Let's do that. Let's just make this a little thicker so we can all see where it's at. Alright, there it is there. So we've got that unhit target still setting up over here. I'm going to go take a look and see how far it is. We've got about 282 pips to go. We're not in an oversold condition yet, so we're still active, or at least pennying at the moment right now. You can see price came pretty close to this target that we've been waiting for a while. We're about 160 pips away from that target. So things are, and we still got this target down here to hit, and this target down here to hit. So we get still a lot of movement to the downside. In fact, if I go to the larger time frame on this, we can see that we're certainly in a bullish channel. But then at the top of the bullish channel, which means that we're looking for some short-term bearishness on this pair. Euro Aussie, looking for it to continue to move down. I know that we're looking for 65.75 or 65.78 right here. So 65.78 is definitely a key level of support for the market as price goes ahead and works its way back down. Now, if we break through that, we could get down to about 156. All right, and so we'll wait and see how that materializes over the course of the next few months. But for right now, as we're looking for our short-term opportunities, short-term opportunity right now is going to be for this target right here. All right, there it is. Okay, now, oh, by the way, looks like instead of the regular coffee, the afternoon session is actually some vitamins. Pushed in some water here, making sure we keep the immune system strong, ready to tackle the coronavirus. So if you haven't got your cup of coffee, make sure you grab your vitamins and keep pumping that in your system. Let's take a look and see what else we've got going here. So this is the Euro Aussie. Let's go to the US CAD right here. US CAD is a hit target. I'm going to move to the next one. Sorry, that's a US CAD. I mean, that's a Euro CAD. So Euro CAD was a hit target. Euro JPY, also a hit target this week. Let's go to Euro New Zealand dollar. Euro New Zealand dollar looks like it's flat line there. I'll take a look at that and see what that looks like. First mark off this. So Euro New Zealand dollar is an unhit target for the week. Let's take a look and see what the technical tell us right here. Technicals say that we could go a little bit bullish just to retest that bearish engulfing right here. This is actually not a bearish engulf, it's more like a dark cloud cover. So we've got a dark cloud cover right here. And so we're looking for price to continue. We may get a little bit of a retest for that. All right, so a little bit of a bullish move first to retest that dark cloud cover. And then start heading back down south. So it may go up to test. I'm going to call it a low probability. All right, I'm going to call it a low probability for this week. So this week is going to be looking for oversold condition. Yeah, it's going to go into an oversold condition. Look for that target up here at the top. Actually, you know what? Yeah, actually, I'm not going to call it a low probability. All right, let's say bullish alert. All right, I just don't know how. All right, well, tell this much. I am looking for Euro New Zealand dollar to head south. And so if we do start heading south, yep, I'm going to call it a low probability. Yeah, I'm going to call this one a low probability. Let's go with that. All right, next one is going to be Euro Pound. Take a look at Euro Pound right here. And Euro Pound, look at that daily. It's got a big bearish dark cloud cover right there at the top of the range. We're certainly looking for this pair to continue to move to the downside. And if that's going to be the case, then we need to go ahead and think about continue to sell on this one right here. Now, the target for this week is up here at the top, which is no doubt because it's a correction move. So let's look at the way it's set up here. Not in an oversold condition yet, so this would definitely be an opportunity if it does. So I'm going to go ahead and say unhit target, look for an oversold condition to head north. And so we're looking for a bullish alert. I'm not going to say low probability on this one. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Euro US dollar. Euro USD. We have this is going to be a low probability. We're looking for and I don't think we had it around here. Let me see. No, we did not. All right, so we've got a low probability on this one. So it's certainly a low probability here. Looking for a bearish. Let's see here. Yeah, looking for a bearish alert, not bullish. So bearish alert right here, overbought condition. We do have an unhit target. Chances that that's going to take place today is going to be very, very low. All right, let's go ahead and take a look over here. Pound crosses. Pound crosses, we have price looking to come up. We're not in an overbought condition yet, so we're certainly looking for an overbought condition on this one. And this is an unhit target overbought condition, looking to sell for a bearish alert right here. And so that one looks hot for a trading opportunity this week. So pound CAD looking for a bearish move to the downside in the short term. Remember, these are all short-term moves that we're looking for right here. No long-term moves as of right now. We can go ahead and review it on Friday to see whether it's going to be a long-term review, but certainly not going to look at that as a long-term outlook. This is also an unhit target, looking also for a bullish, or at least an overbought condition with a bearish alert. This is I'm going to set as a low probability. So pound JPY set as a low probability for this week. We're going to see price probably moving a little sideways, maybe going down to hit this target, but it's not going to be there for too long. Let me see here. Yeah, look at this daily time frame. We closed out with this big bullish candlestick right here. So if it's going to come back down to maybe retest 130 again, it's a long ways down. It means that we'll probably hit this this target for the week and then start working our way back up north. So the chance of us going into a very overbought condition and then heading back down south is very low. But if it does happen, well, good. You know, great. We've got a trading opportunity. Let's go to pound and New Zealand dollar. Pound New Zealand dollar, I'm also going to call this a low probability as well. So we do have an unhit target, but it's going to be called a low probability. And when I say low probability, what I'm really thinking about is that price is going to be hit We're going to hit our price target this week before we get into an opportunity of an overbought or oversold condition to actually trade towards that. Let's go to the pound Aussie dollar. Pound Aussie dollar, same thing. Very low probability. You can see it's starting to wedge up a little bit there. I'm going to call it a low probability as well, although it's also set up for a bearish alert right here. It's going to be low probability. So it looks like all of the, most of the pound crosses so far have been setting up for low probability. So it's flatlined. If you look at the RSI as well, it's pretty much flatlined too. So nothing worth looking at with that in that regard. Pound US dollar. Pound US dollar is interesting because this is what's happened right here. I've seen pound US dollar doing something like this where price has gone ahead and worked its way up, hit the 1.618, and then if we go ahead and extend another fib right here, we're in the fourth wave. So I do see price did move into an overbought condition, but it never really picked us up because it was early in the week. Actually, it could have been the end of last week. That wouldn't have picked us up on a trade either. So if it trades very early on Monday or Sunday evening, or trades very late on Friday with an overbought or oversold condition, we're not really going to trade it because we don't trade after 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on a Friday, and we don't trade before 8 p.m. on a Sunday Eastern Standard Time. So if that happens, we're not going to trade it. So I think if we're going to pop down here, I'm going to call this also another low probability because we've been up there already. But if we do go up to hit this target right here, and that target's priced at, what is that, 125.59? Yep, 125.59. No, hang on, my bad. 125.98. So 125.98. If we do rally up to 125.98, then I'd be looking for price to go ahead and work its way back down. So I don't mind if we get into an overbought condition at that level. It's certainly going to be a way to go ahead and trade. So I'm going to call it a low probability for this week. And we're looking for an overbought condition. So you can see that most of the pound crosses, all right, most of the pound crosses are low probabilities, but they're all looking for price to go ahead and continue moving to an overbought condition so we can sell it back down to support again. And so that's going to be set up right here. Let's go to Aussie JPY. Aussie JPY, I'm going to call this a hit target. Actually, in fact, let me double check that on the EA itself. Let's see here. This is the week's target right here. If I run the, let's see if I run the weekly channels here, then yeah, it looks like we did actually hit, what is the low? 65.70.73. And the target for this week would be, nope, actually it's missed about 1 pip. So it's not really a sell opportunity yet, or at least it is a unhit target right here. So, and I'm going to call this one also low probability. All right, I would love to see, actually, it is starting to work itself up. Actually, maybe a good opportunity here. So let's go ahead and say unhit target, looking for overbought condition, and looking to sell towards that target. So this one's going to be, I'm quite happy with that being just a regular setup right there. Let's go to Aussie New Zealand dollar. Let's take a look at that. Aussie New Zealand dollar. Hit target this week, Aussie New Zealand dollar. Let's go to Aussie US dollar. Aussie US dollar. I'm going to dig into that one a little more in depth right here. Let me see. It's an unhit target, but let's go to the larger time frame. Let's take a quick look at that. All right, you can see price is definitely looking to work its way back up again. So if there's going to be a little bit of retest, then a rally, fine. Are we expecting some weaker dollar? Yes, I probably am. Before I go ahead and finalize this, let's take a look at the dollar index here. And if you look at the dollar index, look at that big bearish candle here at the backside of the trend line there. I'm going to get a little retest of that bearish. It's not actually a dark cloud. Well, it can be because it's more than 60% of the previous candle. So it is a dark cloud cover, right? So, and that's a bearish candlestick formation. So we're probably going to get a little bit of a retest of that bearish candlestick formation and then go bearish. Now, what does that mean? That means between now and maybe Wednesday, we may get the market to go ahead and be slightly bullish on the dollar. But then as we head into Thursday, Friday, then pretty much everything that's been already discounted into the price with regards to the numbers, job numbers, are going to push this pair further down, or push the dollar further down, which obviously will push the Aussie US dollar bullish. So if that's the case, then let's go back to Aussie US dollar right here and take a look at Aussie US dollar. So I'm looking for Aussie US dollar to bounce off right here and bounce back up towards resistance. So this is just going to be a little bit of a test, all right, a little bit of a test before we go ahead and start heading back up north. So a little bit of a test before we head back up north. So let's take a look right here. And I'm going to go back to this right here at, let's see here. Let's go to the, right, so I'm going to look for price to continue up. In fact, I went ahead and did some trend lines right here, and I'm noticing that price is still holding up in this trend line. So we've got a nice little bullish channel here that price continues to work its way up. That's what it looks like right here. So we still got room for price to move up a little further. I do realize that there's an inside channel here, and let me see if I can put that in. There's an inside channel there. So we're going to get a little bit of resistance here at the top. There's still room for price to move up about another 200 pips before we find a resistance. And that's perfectly in line with my 1.618 over here at 0.6278. So 62.78 right here. And if we get to this level, then I'm going to look for another pullback to retest the backside trend line. And then an extended move, maybe going back to hit this larger trend or channel line at the top right here. So still bullish on Aussie US dollar. And like I said, still expecting price to continue to push higher. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look over here. I'm going to move this to, so Aussie US dollar right here. We're looking for a bullish, and this may set us up towards the end of the week, setting up for us the beginning of next week. So I'm going to say look for a bullish and a bearish alert. Now remember, these are short-term corrections that we're looking for right here. So as price continues to rally, and this is, I want you to look at this from a, not from a trend-based point of view, right? But I want you to look at this for more as a, as price goes ahead, and let me pull up this tool of mine right here. I forgot to pull it up before the session. Oh, there it is. It's on my other screen here. I've got too many screens happening here. I've got about 4 screens running here just for this broadcast. Let me pull it over here. All right, there we go. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking right here. I'm thinking that we're going to get price going up like this. Oh, hang on. Let me use the other chart right here. Hey, Karen. What's up, Karen? How you doing? So this is the chart here. So this is what we're looking at right here. So if this is what happens, if this is what's going to happen right here, does it flip over a bit? Come on. This tool's working its way back to the other screen. Let me grab it again. All right. Now you stay there. All right, there we go. All right, so this is what's going to happen. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Did it go back to the screen? Anyway. All right, so this is what's going to happen. As price goes ahead and works its way up to this level right here, at this point, we may get some opportunity to start selling. So this may, and maybe this is going to be at the Thursday, Friday's sessions, right? We're going to get an opportunity right here. And we're looking to sell here. And if it goes down a little bit, but then goes up a little higher, we're going to add on new positions right here. And then if it goes up to here, we're going to add on new positions, but then eventually it's going to come back down, and then we'll look to take our profits. So there's going to be some correction in this rally going up, and when it does, we'll be ready to go ahead and start catching out, or at least capturing our profits. So that's the setup that we're looking at over here. Move over this side again. I think that whole thing's just disappeared on me. All right. Anyway, okay. So that's what we're looking at over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and look to sell on those signals. Let's go to the New Zealand CAD. And the New Zealand CAD set up right here. We've got an unhit target right here. Price looking to go into an overbought condition. That's cool. All right, so unhit, overbought condition. Look for a sell alert. Look at all these sell alerts right here. Look, everything has been in very strong rallies over the last few days. They're looking for correction. There's definitely correction coming into play. And that correction may only start taking place towards the mid part of this week. And so it looks to me like a lot of these setups, we may only get these setups actually putting us into trades around about the, let's say, Wednesday, Thursday, and then on next week, we'll carry the trades over. Next week will be probably the Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll start seeing some profits on that trade. So a lot of these trades are setting up. We'll see if that actually holds up for the week. Let's go to US dollar CAD right here. That's an early hit target right here. So that's out of the running for this week right there. So this is what we have got going so far. We've got quite a few of these pairs opened up. Only out of the 17, I believe we've got 17 here. 1, 2, 3. Actually, let's do this. Yeah, that's 17. Out of the 17, we've got 4 hits. So that means we've got 13 setups. 13 setups. All right. That's what it looks like for this week. Now, we might not get in all of these setups. All right. You can see that we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 6 low probabilities. So really out of the 13, there's only 7 really that look like we may get in. All right. So we'll check out and see what happens on Friday, see which ones we got in and how much of those pairs or how many of those pairs we're going to carry over to the next week and how many of those pairs didn't pay out this week. All right. Now, with regards to our recovery, I want to remind everyone that if you're in a position already, if you're already buying or selling a position and there's another trade and opportunity here, you may not be part of that, right? So if you've got trades in that you're in that recovery mode, like I am, then we may not be even getting in on most of these currency pairs unless we get paid out, unless we get paid out on a certain setup. Like, for instance, Aussie CAD. I just closed out 3 positions on Aussie CAD, so I'm open for business on the Aussie CAD. If a setup develops on the Aussie CAD, I'm in. But the other pairs that I've got positions in, I may not be in. So let me go take a look and see what my recovery period looks like right now. So we're looking pretty good at this point in time. Obviously, I'm still going to hold on to a lot of these positions right here. I'm looking at, what do we got here? We got Euro Aussie. These on the Euro Aussie, I can actually go ahead and look to liquidate this position right here. Although I was holding on to this, let's take a look what the chart looks like. Euro Aussie right here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the larger time frame, look at the overall picture right here, and make a decision whether I want to continue to stay on this. And if you look over here, you see we close out with that bearish candle right there, the bearish candle. I don't know if it's, let's see here, it may be 60% of the U-turn. It was a big spike to the upside. Yeah, so we're definitely looking bearish on the Euro Aussie, right? And so with the Euro Aussie bearish, and I look at the setup for this week. This week you can see right here we're looking for an oversold condition to rebuy back up again. All right, to trade the correction move. So what I'm going to do here on this is I'm probably going to stick around on this pair until we get into an oversold condition. When we get into an oversold condition, then I may go ahead and think about taking my profit on this Euro Aussie trade and then reverting it into that buy option to buy it back with the correction. May go ahead and do that. So I'm going to stick around and I'm going to stay. Currently, I'm going to stay short on my trade here with the Euro Aussie. All right. And then the Euro CAD right here, I've got no positions open on the Euro CAD, so I'm open for business. So if I look over here on the document, Euro CAD's already hit targets. So it looks like I'm not going to even place any trade on the Euro CAD. Now, what I could do is, if I want to build up some quick recovery, I could go ahead and look at the Euro CAD from a swing trade based point of view, right? So because I've got no trade happening this week on the Euro CAD, and I don't have any open positions on that, then what I may be able to do is go ahead and take a look and see, hey, I'm going to go ahead and trade this, all right, with a little bit of, let's go take a look right here, from a trend-based point of view. So I'm going to go to the 1 hour time frame. I'm going to go ahead and clean up my chart right here, and I'm going to go ahead and draw some 1 hour downward trend lines. Let's do this right here. So I'm going to put in some downward trend lines here, and if you look over here, I may be setting up to actually go ahead and actually trend this going south. You know, everything seems to be on a bearish run at the moment right now. We're right at the backside of this trend line right here. It's tested a few times, and in fact, my trend line should really go about like that, because we took out the lows here with that low. Oh, actually, my bad. That's actually the trend line there. So if we do take out that low right here, or let's just do that again. If we take out this low right here, then price is going to continue to work its way back to the trend line. All right? So this is right here. So this is going to, I would call this my predictive channel line. And what does that mean? You're probably thinking, Big Dog, you're bringing up names right here that don't make sense. Well, my predictive trend line right here is going to be basically looking for price to break through the lows and then confirm that this trend line is legit. And that's pretty much what it is. This trend line may not be legit right now, but it's certainly lining up to say that we could possibly start thinking about a sell-off on this particular pair. And it's not fully in a sell mode yet, but it's definitely at a level where you may start wanting to think about selling this particular pair. So if I was trying to trade this, I would probably go ahead and think about selling it short. All right, so this is an opportunity right here, and I don't have anything here, but I'm going to go ahead and type up right here trendy for the week. Oh, fingers are. Trendy for the week right here. This will be trendy for the week. That means I may go ahead and look for trend opportunities on this. There's another one right here, Euro JPY. If I go to Euro JPY, we don't have any trade opening up this week, but let's take a look and see what we've got in the system right here. Do we have any trades? Another pair. We have no open positions on this. It's going to help us to be able to go ahead and think about scalping them, not scalping, but trending the market this week. So this is what the trend will look like for the week. Here would be another trend line going down right here. All right. And as price goes ahead and tests this trend line, I'm going to go ahead and deploy trading systems in that direction. So right here, I'd be looking to sell on Euro JPY, and I'll be looking to sell on Euro CAD. So let's see here. I think I may have added in. No, I did not. Let's see here. I've actually got an EA that I can actually deploy on this. Let's see here. I think I've got it hidden here. No, that's not the one. All right, I'll have to go ahead and take a look, and I'm not going to waste too much time on this one if I don't see it now. Nope. Let's see here. Yeah, I'll go ahead and figure out where that's at, and then what I'll do is I'll add in my trend-based system right here. That's not it. I got a whole bunch of VPSs running in. Let's see here. Ah, there it is. Okay, good. So I'm going to take this and actually open up another expert folder right here. Let's see here. So I'm going to take this, copy that, and that's at 63. Copy this and move this to this one right here. And offload this to see where I put it. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm going to add it to there, and then I'm also going to add it into the indicators list here as well. I have to add in another indicator here. And there it is there. Add in that indicator right here. Alright, cool. Let me just refresh this and see if I got all of that in here. Alright, perfect. So here is, so what I'm going to do is this week, I'm going to remove this EA right here. And yeah, let's remove that. And then for the euro, I'm going to remove the EA from there too. And I'm going to use this trend-based EA that I have right here. I'm going to go with a very low risk over here, but I'm going to use a setting. Oopsie, sorry, wrong one. I'm going to use what I'd like to call my default setting right here. Let's see, I'm looking for no trading stop loss. I'm looking to use the 1 hour time frame. In fact, I'm only going to use the 1 hour time frame for this to enter. So I'm going to use the 1 hour time frame for this to enter on the trade. I'm going to put my stop loss at the major high, which is going to be a 4 hour time frame, and I'm just going to run this on sell only. Alright, so this is what I'm going to do. Risk percent is going to be 1/4% per trade. I'm going to go ahead and deploy that. And then I'm going to do the same thing here on the Euro JPY right here. Euro JPY right here, I'm going to do the exact same thing here. I'm going to go ahead and look to trade this just on the 1 hour time frame. Just on the 1 hour time frame, and I'm only going to sell on this one only. Perfect. And I'm going to go ahead and activate that one too. So I've got both of these that I'm actually going to do some trend trading on both of these right here, both looking to sell the market short. And if I get set up, I'm set up ready to go. Now I'll be going through all of these different setups right here. Also I got, like, look at this, New Zealand, Euro New Zealand dollar. Now if I look at the Euro New Zealand dollar setup this week, it looks like it's it's starting to look for an overbought condition, right? So I'm going to try and get into an oversold condition, my bad. So I was looking for an oversold condition to go ahead and trade it back up north into a correction. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to look at this, the Euro New Zealand dollar right here, and I'm going to break it down. And I'm seeing that it's very much in a sell-off right here. So I'm going to go to the, and if I get price moving back up to this level, all right, price moves back up to this level, without giving me an opportunity. As soon as price gets up to that point, and I see that the overall direction is bearish on this Euro New Zealand dollar, which it is, it's got that big bearish candlestick formation here on the daily. So if I move up to this level, then I'll go ahead and start thinking about selling it with more of a trend-based system at this level, because that tells me that price has moved up to a retracement point, and now we may see the market go ahead and work its way back down south. So I'll probably go ahead and start thinking about doing something like that when price gets up there. But this is what we have so far. So we're definitely in the recovery mode at the moment right now, and I'm confident by the end of this week we should be over the recovery and back on track for profits. I know that this month is going to be a very deep drawdown. If I don't close out positions, I've got until the end of the day tomorrow, by 5 o'clock tomorrow. Whatever I close out is going to come off my drawdown for this month. So I know that if I actually close out a lot of my positions, I'm going to narrow that drawdown for the month, so my track record doesn't look too bad, right? So it doesn't look like this big, like 15% drawdown. But if I keep my positions over, or keep the positions open for this week, then I'm going to open myself up for new opportunities this week, but then also go ahead and reduce my drawdown. So those are the type of things I have to think about as I go into the week. Like I said, by tomorrow, if I'm in a good position tomorrow, I may close out all my positions and do a restart for April, so that I can get over March and start moving on to a back on track with my original strategy from April. and then just put March behind us as, like, just one of those bad months, and then start working from from next month onwards, and start focusing on the new trading opportunities. So that's what I'm going to do, traders. Everyone's for themselves, and you need to do whatever you need to do to maintain a good track record, maintain good equity management on all your trades, and whether or not you're doing what I'm doing by placing on a little bit more of a trend-based system in this in the trades that are not active this week. Maybe that's something you're going to go ahead and follow. What I am going to do is, by the end of the week, if I didn't pick up any trades, or if I'm in positions on, I'll go ahead and make a decision to close out, so I can go ahead and start fresh next week, and then look for new opportunities next week. So it will be a week-to-week decision that I'll make based on these swing trade-based systems. And that's pretty much it that we have for today. All right. So traders, have an awesome week. Good luck with your trading. Don't think it's going to be excessively busy, unless, of course, the numbers come out really different to what we're expecting, with the ADP numbers on Wednesday, and, of course, the non-farm payroll on Friday. So with that being said, traders, have an awesome week, and I'll see you back on Friday to conclude the session, or at least conclude the week. This is the Big Dog, signing off.